Let me tell y'all one thing about me. A bitch got one time to escort me out her party with security, and my ass gonna be ducked down outside behind her car like Fatal Attraction with a Heineken bottle, ready to bust that bitch upside her head. How dare you embarrass me in front of capacity? Oh, hell no. Wanna know what I'm talking about? Here you go. Nessa girl, did you get into last night's episode of Love and Hip Hop Huntsville? Love and Marriage Huntsville. This thing got it going on. Let me tell you something. Following this direction, I really don't know how much longer Love and Marriage Huntsville is going to have a home over at the OWN network, because you know Oprah is classy like this and not like this. Now, you know it's Gayle that's kind of hood. If this was Gayle network, then them hoes can have it all going on any way they want to. But last night's episode was entertaining as all hell. And baby, we got a whole lot to talk about, and I got a whole lot to say. So let's just get this shit started. The party opens up with Maurice and Martell finishing off their conversation from last week about, hey, you know, can y'all stop? Maurice brought up a very valid point, which was, Martell, you are at the center of all of this. And while, yes, Marceau may have cracked jokes about the situation, and Tisha and Mel may have subsequently fallen out because of the situation, and all these other ancillary little side things that have happened, at the very end of the day, the point of the pyramid is Martell and his situation, and he has got to understand this. Now, something very telling has come out about this, and I've said this all during season 1. Martell holds some of Marceau's secrets. You know, and it pains me to say this, but it is beyond obvious that Marceau ain't been 100% faithful in that marriage with Tisha. Now, I ain't finna say he done went out there and had a full-on Ariana Curry. Did he get drunk and go fuck a bitch after the club, or get his dick sucked in the parking lot down to the bar? Probably so. And Martell is aware of it. This shit happened. Tisha, I feel, Tisha, don't listen. You know, opt to be one of those women that what I don't know can't hurt me, and just as long as the shit don't show up at my front door and cheat on me respectfully, be one of those. But don't be a damn fool, because something done happened. It just ain't hit the fan yet, and I'm sorry, and I think that is the leverage that Martell keeps holding over Marceau's head. That is why Marceau was so reluctant to cuss Martell ass the fuck out down to that reunion. Listen, you know, it's just obvious, and I hate that it is, but it is. Martell done said some things to Melody, and that's why Melody has the boldness that she has to say, are you so sure your husband ain't cheat on you? Like, Martell knows where some bodies are buried. Melody and Martell begin to open up their baby shower gifts, and Melody calls Kimmy a fake friend and cracks jokes about being fake friends. And I said this in my last video. They share the last name. They're sisters. They're brothers. If for one moment, whether it be right or wrong, your expectation is that they're going to side with you, it's foolish. At the end of the day, family is always going to stick by family. That's just the way it goes. Even down to what it looks like is Kimmy left that party with Tisha. I mean, low-key, that's what I'm supposed to do. I came as a friend to support. You fell out with my sister. If my sister showed up to the party and she's now been escorted out, she's been embarrassed, and she's now hurt, it is my responsibility to console my sister over my friend. There is a hierarchy to this shit, and that's just how it goes. I thought it was messed up for you to call them fake friends, especially considering the fact that it's you and Martell's bullshit that have got Kimmy and Maurice caught up in the middle of their family and y'all. But I do like the fact that Mel did at least acknowledge that she and Kimmy did have a conversation, and Kimmy did acknowledge to a degree that she stuck her nose sometimes in conversations that maybe she should have stayed out of. So then we move on to Mel and Martell both having conversations about their respective fathers. Now, I kind of picked up on this on the last episode, and some of y'all kind of confirmed my suspicions in the comments. But based on the timeline and the configuration of the marriage, is it me, or does it feel like perhaps Mel's father stepped out on his wife with Mel's mother and had Melody, and that is some of the reason for the strained relationship? I mean, it's feeling very, my husband cheated on me, had a baby, but bitch, that baby can't come around here. That's kind of what it feels like, and if so, that would explain this distance between Mel and her father. It feels more like you were a child support payment and less than his daughter. I'm glad that you, and I may be wrong, and please, I'm not above reproach. If I am wrong, somebody please correct me and help us understand. But it provides a bit of context, because your brother speaks of the fact that him and mama still together, but you came after him, and y'all ain't got the same mama. So something in the milk ain't clean, or something in your mama bed wasn't clean. One of the two, or the days in, or the travel lodge, or behind the bar, or wherever the hell you was conceived, something about that situation didn't seem for the glory of the kingdom. And with Martell, you know, it's funny because it's very easy to get caught up in the somebody being an asshole, somebody being a narcissist, somebody being a dick, somebody being a jerk. But I'm one of those people who I love, and I'm fascinated to scratch beyond the surface. I'm less concerned with somebody being a jerk and more concerned with why. And with Martell, I see a lot of the why. When he and Melody were having that conversation about their fathers, Martell was reduced from a grown, strong, outgoing man, and what I saw was a little boy yearning for his father's attention. You know, why didn't he want to be there? I can't keep calling. I'm not going to be disappointed again. You know, he needs to make an effort to be in my life. It just goes to show that those traumas never leave you. And for y'all niggas out there that's watching this, that got kids, and some of you females too that got kids out there and you ain't doing right by them, pick up the phone and just say happy Sunday to your damn children and stop making fake promises to them. And go see about your children. Mel's brother and Martell go down to this jewelry shop. Now listen, this was a very uncomfortable, cringe-worthy scene, right? Because Martell does this thing, and I think this is the thing that gets on everybody's nerves. He wants us and everybody around him to get over the situation and resolve the situation the way he wants us to. He wants to be the one who has all the feelings and dictates how we need to move forward, and that don't work for everybody. There are some things that people need to say, there is some hurt that people need to express, and there are just some understandings people need to come to. Martell's brother came there to talk to Martell, and Martell claims that he came to get an understanding and reassure this man's brother. Well, you can't reassure this girl's brother about anything if you don't allow him to ask the proper questions and to take your ass to task about you hurting his sister. Quiet as it's kept, he should have beat your ass in that goddamn jewelry store, yet alone buying a damn tennis bracelet to pacify the fact that y'all ass is getting trying to get back together. You know, Martell was like, you know what, I don't want to address that. That's in the past. But no, bitch, it's the past that's got us to the present and while we're questioning the future. And speaking of questioning the future, I couldn't understand what this first note it was that I made in my phone. I'm not gonna lie to you. While we enjoy watching the show, I almost feel stupid as fuck sitting here even having this damn video when we are supposed to be riding along this journey of reconciliation with the Holtz. And it done hit the damn internet that you done filed for divorce. You live in Georgia. Y'all done moved out the damn house. The house is on the damn market. Arian Curry is pregnant by God knows who at this point. People are speculating it's your husband. Why are we even doing this? Why? You know what I'm saying? Which further validates Mel's brother talking to you, talking about, I heard this before. Heard it all before. I was at work. It wasn't my car you saw. Baby, I swear it wasn't me. Yes, the fuck it was, you bitch. That's what the divorce papers say. That's what the internet say. That's what the fact that y'all being together say. And moving along, they talked about that scene. And then we get this production message again about they tried to reach out to the other young lady and it was not a lie. When I woke up later on yesterday night, I had a missed call from Arian Curry and I had a text from her that said, I can't believe they done did this shit again and told this lie, and I will be putting the text in this video. Now I'm going to take a minute and I'm going to pause right here, right? I'm going to let it be known, I love Carlos King. Carlos King is somebody that I consider to be an industry friend of mine. Carlos King has helped me out a lot. Carlos King has given me opportunities for exposure, all this, that, and the third. I love the OWN network. I love Love and Marriage Huntsville. I love all of that. But I can be your friend, I can love you, and I can call you on your bullshit at the same time. Yes, a lot of y'all may feel that she is a side chick and she don't deserve no respect. And that may be fine and well, but nobody deserves to be lied on. Nobody deserves, especially on a platform this large, to be lied on in such a magnitude that it makes it seem like, yeah, I fucked this lady husband, yeah, I'm a side chick and I don't want to talk about it. Quite to the contrary, this girl has been dying to damn talk about it. I think it would have done the story more justice to just have left out the production note. I don't understand the purpose of the production note. The production note adds no value to the story. If anything, it feels petty. It feels like a low-key, aha, bitch, this my show. I'ma keep spraying your ass and you ain't gonna get no opportunity to say nothing. That's what it feels like. And don't get me wrong, if that's what it is, Melody, by all means and stretch of the imagination, has the right to feel that way and do whatever the fuck she want to do, because at the end of the day, Arian Curry is laying up fucking her husband. Okay? Not the other way around. You fucking her husband. So she has the right. I always say you can't do wrong to a motherfucker and tell them how wrong they get. The issue that I have is that the powers that be are complicit in the bullshit. Don't lie on that damn girl. Talking about they reached out to her and she didn't want to, she was unreachable. How the fuck she reached me so damn easy? And y'all hoes got my number. You call any other damn time when you want a story spit in your favor, or when you want some press for these damn shows, or when you want a new cast member and you're trying to cast. Y'all producers, production companies, and networks, y'all have no fucking problem finding my number. Why the hell you didn't call me to see if I could get in contact with it? Y'all know my messy ass know everybody. Everybody! Call me the next time. Reality show people, and the wives. Anytime your husband on there fucking anybody that ain't you, and you want to get in contact with the bitch, call me, because 9 times out of 10, my messy ass know her. Okay, moving right along. Martell come around Kimmy's house, and Kimmy brings up a very valid point. I guess this was around the time where shit was hitting the fan about Arian Curry being hurt, her car being vandalized, so on and so forth. And Kimmy was making reference to the fact that she was glad that Martell and Melody are working on things, and Melody seems to be happy, but Arian seems to be hurt. And Kimmy made the point that so many people in this situation have become collateral damage. And it is the God honest truth. Martell, you are a Tasmanian devil who has entered into a lot of people's lives and left them shaken and stirred. Baby, you know how the old people say, baby, put me back where you got me from, okay? Put me back where you got me from, baby. Martell, you don't step in these people's lives and fuck up the thing, okay? So many people's lives have been turned upside down and inside out as a result of your actions. And I think that's the only point that Kimmy was making. Whether y'all think Ariane deserves it or not, her life is shambles. Melanie life is shambles. The Scott's life is shambles. Because Tisha ass damn sure about to be embarrassed leaving to Martell. Martell is going to make it a point to tell it. Martell gonna tell when he get the opportunity to. He just keeping Marceau ass at bay and waiting on Marceau to make one slip of the tongue, bitch, and that shit gonna hit the damn fan. Kimmy also talks about Martell having a big heart. And while a lot of us may consider Martell to be an asshole and he have asshole antics, I'm in agreement. Martell does have a big heart. That's why he's able to be very charismatic. I could easily see how Martell could enter a room and people be drawn to him. He has a magnetism about himself. He looks, honestly and truthfully, he looks like all things constant, and when there's nothing going on, that he is a cool guy, fun to be around. He looks like the type of friend that you go out with. He pick up the check. We all have fun. I get that. I don't believe there's a such thing as bad people. I think things happen to people that make them act out in bad ways. I don't think Martell's a horrible person. I think he's a broken person, which causes him to sometimes do horrible things, if you get my drift. Kimmy brings up Destiny. And, brings up the fact that, I don't know her. And Martell brings up the fact that Destiny can be a firecracker too. And they either flash back or flash forward to Destiny getting Martell ass together. Destiny, let me tell you something. Last week, you was on my shit list. And this week, I was prepared to get your ass all the way the fuck together. However, you just earned a couple extra cool points with me because you took Martell ass to task, baby, and you were not playing, and I am here for it. Melanie actually needs more friends like that in her corner. Only thing I'm going to say is don't you ever in your long-legged life direct that energy to Kimmy again, okay? We don't play by Kimmy. If you look into love in Huntsville Facebook groups and stuff, people don't play about Kimmy. And it ain't that we showing favoritism to Kimmy. It's that we do like Kimmy, but it's the simple fact that we being fair and Kimmy don't fuck with nobody. I'm all about giving a bitch the business when they deserve it. Kimmy has proven herself through this whole thing that she ain't no messy bitch and she don't fuck with nobody. But baby, she fucks with your ass down to that goddamn Embrace launch party thing, and that shit was everything in this summer. We gonna get to that in a minute. Martell and Mel go back to the kitchen and he starts giving her stuff to put in her baby bag, and then he gives her that push gift wrapped in lies. It was so hard to watch that scene. Oh baby, I'ma do right, I'ma do better, I put you through so much. And she's sitting there, attempting to cry and all this type of stuff, and then bam, divorce, separated, she live in Georgia, you live in Alabama. It just kind of kills some of the credibility and the validity of this show as we watch, because we're sitting here waiting on a conclusion that we already know. It killed the suspense factor. Will the Holtz make it? Well, it's painfully obvious that they did it. Something that my spirit tell me she gonna go withdraw them damn divorce papers. That's what idiots do. Male at the hospital. Let me tell you something. I ain't no woman. I have no right to comment on childbirth. I don't know nothing about it. But baby, Mel got that epidural and it made it look like I don't know what the fuck y'all be in there hooping and hollering for. Mama was in there checking emails and she just spread her legs and the baby had just took a Uber on out of her uterus. It was just like, and then the baby came out and was like, hey girl, how you doing? I mean, it really made it seem effortless. Either that or after folk shit. Lord, I'm trying to be better in life, but I'm gonna be better after this. Either it's easy to have a baby or her coochie is the size of a goddamn car wash bucket. Nevertheless, she made the damn baby come out effortlessly and it was very, very cute. You know, the only sad thing about it, you know, they got on their confessional and said that the new baby, Milani, signifies a new chapter in their life and a new beginning. You goddamn right, bitch. Chapter divorce, okay? It was chapter divorce, and I'm sorry, I don't give a damn what nobody say. As educated and high class and as business minded as Melody is, Melody did some project mentality shit when she had that fourth baby. And Melody had that fourth baby to say, bitch, he is still my man. He ain't going nowhere. I just had another baby from him. Skedaddle on somewhere, scallywag. And the sad part about it is that bitch still got your man. I keep telling y'all time and time and time again. And it's a lot of old ladies under the tree that brought me up. And it was an old drug dealer girlfriend that told me the quickest way to lose a man is to have a baby from him. The quick, daughter, listen to me. The quickest way to lose a man is to have a baby from him. Arian Curry, if you and Martell are together right now, and I don't know, I just know what the internet is saying, and they're saying you pregnant, if you think, and if that baby happens to be his, I don't know, but baby, if you think that you and him about to have a baby and set up shop and ride off into the sunset, all you did was swap places with Melody. I'm here to let you know that, baby. There is nothing that you spray between your legs that make yours any more magical than hers. And if he did what he did to a bitch with 4 of his kids, what in the hell do you think he'll do to a bitch that just got 1? Okay? And you can take that baby, take that to the bank. That's scripture. Mel started her skincare line. So let me tell you something. Let me start off by saying I am proud of Mel. I am proud of anybody who gets on this reality TV. They use the exposure and they use the platform to put more money in their pocket and to start businesses. What I'm sick and tired of, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, I'm just tired of the proverbial skincare line, clothing line, hair weave line, restaurant and lounge, bar. I mean, what happened? There are so many other businesses out there. Now, if that is your true passion, then by all means do it. And, you know, she did say she had a skin condition and that's what brought her to skincare. I mean, but girl, what happened to the printing business, car dealerships, car wash, refrigerator repair, flower shop, I mean, textile company? There are so many other companies and businesses out here that people can do for us to just not, oh girl, after I do 2 seasons of reality TV, I'm going to start a hairline. Now I will say Melody does have beautiful skin, thus it does work. Alright, so let's get down to this party. Who was invited and who wasn't? Let me tell you something. Woo, I know. After the way Destiny and Libera ass was embarrassed, I'm sure they wish that they ass wasn't invited and perhaps the security would have escorted they ass out before Kimmy got there. Kimmy walked up in that thing like a true queen and paid they ass dust. And I'm going to tell you, here's what made the scene so funny, right? Because it is basic human nature when there's a group of people standing around in a U shape and somebody walks in that you kind of go one by one and hug and greet each other, and as the person starts going around, you start putting your body in position to receive the greeting. So when Kimmy walked up, you know, LeBarrett got a smile on his face. He kind of moved a little away from Destiny to open up, you know, to get ready to receive. Because see, in their mind, it was going, okay, the camera's rolling. We finna be on this show. We doing an all-cast event. This our cast member, our co-worker friend, or whatever. Okay, it's time to do lights, camera, action. Let's all be friends. Baby, y'all hoes got nothing for it. Kimmy, you a bad bitch. Now you a messy bitch, Kimmy. Because Kimmy, let me get your ass together real quick, because I rarely get Kimmy together. Kimmy, you could have spoke to them damn people. Okay? Kimmy, it would have cost you nothing to say hello. You didn't have to hug them. You could have did the petty handshake. Kimmy, you just straight up, see, now the girl got a reason to have an attitude, Kimmy. I liked it better when we was able to look at her and be like, bitch, you dumb, back the fuck up. You know, you being petty. Kimmy, I ain't gonna lie to you, sis. Now that girl got a reason to try to fight you. Because see, she should be outside waiting behind the car too. Getting ready to bust your ass up in the side of the head with a bottle too for disrespecting her at that party. You disrespected her by way of not speaking. You know what I'm saying? You disrespected this lady by way of ignoring her. Like, it was the worst. Matter of fact, I think I rather would have been escorted out than to be made to feel invisible. It is the smallest, most shrinking feeling ever. And it was so nice, nasty, that if Destiny ever brings it up, she's going to look petty once again, because Kimmy's recourse will simply be, I didn't do anything to you. She doesn't have any reason to be mad with me because I didn't do anything to you. In which she did it, but in doing nothing to her, bitch, you did everything. And it was everything. Let me tell you something. The shit was so uncomfortable, and Destiny was made to feel so small. You could tell that LeBarrett's manly instinct was to move closer to his wife to make her feel safe and secure again. The shit was cringe worthy, and it was like, oh! So then Mel does her speech, and Letitia walks up to the event. And you know, Tish goes, I'm trying to grow professionally, and I'm also trying to grow personally. Now, to use the word Tish crashed my party, I think that's a bit strong. Crashing a party means you show up, you cause a scene, you make your presence known. It can be taken two ways, right? Many times, especially on these reality TV shows and in real life, the complaint is always, you never come to none of my events. You never come to my events and support. You never come to my events and support. You know, Huntsville is the size of a pecan. It ain't like the whole town did not know where the event was. It's not like Kimmy and Maurice did not tell Marceau and Tisha where the event was. And let's face it, it's not like the call sheet that Tisha received from the production company said, you supposed to be down here at La Parilla Banquet Hall at 7:30 p.m. Okay, let's get that part out of the way. Mel embarrassed the shit out of her. Now, she did it classy. She didn't make a scene. That's the way Tamar ass had embarrassed me, bitch, when she got me kicked out that room at For Sisters Only. But me and Tamar are friends right now, so I'm not. Well, we're getting to know each other better. It prayers to our sister Tamar. I'm not gonna bring that shit up, but that shit had me salty with that bitch for years, bitch. Okay, bitch, bitch, don't you escort me out here. I've been kicked out of worse by better. Okay, I've been kicked out of better places. And it's so funny because nobody wants to be affiliated with the bitch that's getting kicked out. You seen Tisha was over there talking to them ladies And when security came and got her, they was all looking like, honey, we ain't with her. We didn't ride with her. They hands was over here, but their head was over here. They was like, keep that drink, child. I don't even want that drink that's over there by her. That's because... And it's always funny when you get escorted out of somewhere and you don't know why. Because when that man had put me out of Taiwan room and all the press cameras and stuff was outside the news outlets, bitch, I was in front of all the cameras looking all kind of stupid because I was like, what I did? And I wanted to knock back on the door and ask could I come back in or could I speak to management? Because I need an understanding of why I'm being put out and I didn't even do nothing. So I completely understand why. And then the second part you be wanting to know too is who escorted me out of here. I want to know which one of these hoes told somebody to put me out of here. Tish, I'm with you. The shit was just all embarrassing. However, in fairness, from Mel's perspective, it really could be one of those, bitch, if I wanted your ass here, you would have got an invitation. And seeing as though I did not invite you, how dare you show up? You know what I'm saying? It was just a lot going on. Love and Marriage Huntsville, y'all got it going on, baby. And I am loving every minute of it. Y'all be sure to like and subscribe to my channel if y'all are feeling this love and hip hop Huntsville stuff. And drop that in the comments, baby. Let's talk about what went on last night because there's a whole lot to talk about. And y'all enjoy y'all weekend. I'm gonna go down and blow a couple racks on some fashions because I can. And enjoy my Sunday. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.